When growth goes too far, how heritage brands lose their identity. Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel and welcome back to this video. This video is an intro to a new series that we are doing on heritage brands, and it talks about how when heritage brands embark on expansion and growth plans, they end up losing their own identity in the process. What happens when a brand that was once built on quiet excellence and craftsmanship tries to keep up with modern growth expectations? Often, the result is a slow erosion of identity, not overnight and not with fireworks, but quietly over 10 to 15-year period. Today, we are looking at why so many heritage brands lose their soul and why the pressure to grow at all costs is usually the reason behind that. Let's talk about the allure of growth. In today's business world, growth isn't optional, it's expected. Whether a brand is backed by private equity, a holding company, or even public markets, there's constant pressure to increase revenue at all costs, reach more and more customers, and expand globally. It always starts with good intentions, increasing your access, building new categories, or improving digital presence. But what often follows is a relentless pace of expansion, sometimes too fast for the brand to handle. This brings us to the trade-offs of scaling. As the brand scales, something fundamental often shifts. What used to be a slow, creative, founder-led business now starts getting optimized for efficiency. Product lines multiply, hero products are overexposed, a brand known for restraint starts to chase trends. Creative directors change rapidly, and what was once a distinctive point of view starts to blur into sameness. And this is followed by the long-term drift. Over time, the effects compound. A heritage brand that stood for something begins to feel like any other brand. This doesn't happen immediately. In fact, in the first few years, it often looks like a turnaround success. But in 10 to 15 years, with frequent leadership changes and product expansion outpacing creative renewal, what's left is often a brand without a strong identity. Let's try and understand as to why does this happen. There are many reasons for this pattern to repeat itself. A focus on short-term performance, creative leadership not given enough time and space to build what needs to be done, chasing too many markets at once, over-licensing as a revenue shortcut. And what we have seen is that private equity is often involved. But at the same time, it's not the only driver. Even founder-led or public companies fall into the same trap when external pressures outweigh the internal convictions. Can this be avoided? The good news, some brands do resist the pressure. They grow, but on their own terms. They say no more than they say yes. They protect the role of creative director. They don't treat heritage as a marketing line. They build from it. So in conclusion to the intro video of this new series, we'd like to say that growth is not the enemy. But when it becomes the only goal, brands risk losing the very thing that made them desirable in the first place. So legacy isn't built on constant expansion. It's built on consistency, conviction, and culture. So the next time a brand announces the global rollout or influencer collaboration, ask yourself, is this evolution or is this erosion? Have you seen a brand you loved once lose its soul? Drop in the comments and let's talk about what went wrong. That's all that we have for you in this intro video. Do stay tuned in for the entire series. Thank you.